So yeah, that's kind of how things plug in from the energy systems down. And what I teach with the clairvoyant basics training, this is again, it's for everyone, is how to manage your own space. Really, it's how to tune in and start opening up your natural spiritual abilities. When I first started this, I thought, oh man, I'm blind. People next to me reading stuff or telling all these beautiful, glorious stories. They're seeing this and that and all these details and stuff. And I thought, oh man, I am just blind as a bat here. I don't see what's going on. But it turned out I just had a lot of filters in the way. There was a lot of energy between me and being able to see. The point being to that is that everybody can see. Let's see, how do you pronounce your name again? Shurston. Shurston, have you ever had the experience of like being in line at the grocery store or anywhere you're standing in line and you can feel the person's energy behind you? It feels like they're pushing you, but their body's not touching you, but you're like, ah, this person's pushing me. And that's clairsentience. That's the ability to feel energy. It's a second chakra function. And you could say technically too, it's sometimes, yeah, you've experienced that too. Sure, most of us have. And so that's clairsentience again. It's the second chakra function, second chakra, if you count from the bottom up, of being able to feel energy around you. Sometimes, technically, too, that's if somebody has their aura around them is pushed really forward. So, why would somebody push their aura forward? That's usually if they're in a hurry to get somewhere. It's like they push their energy out in front. And a fun example of that, I see this here all the time. The neighbor, sometimes when I have the dog absolutely knows when her master's coming home. She gets up, and I can tell by the amount of time it takes for the dog owner to come. It's a few minutes, but I can see too, it's the owner's energy is already home. She's driving a car, she's still a quarter mile down, but her energy is already right here. And the dog picks that up, goes to the door, sits down at the window, and starts waiting for her. And so I know that the owner is going to be pulling in the driveway in about probably 3 minutes. That's one example. Another, so that's with clairsentience and your aura. So that's talking about if your aura got pushed forward. We do this ourselves, really. In the clairvoyant training, we learn how to manage our own space, get it more centered around us. You might also see somebody's got their aura back behind them. You know, they might have more of their focus in the past, something they want to reconcile or figure out, or for some reason they're keeping more of their attention or mind space is more in the past. Their aura might be more behind them. They might not be able to feel that person right in front of them as well because that's kind of a blank space there. They're not fully owning that around them. I've seen it all kinds of ways. People have their aura way up and their feet are hanging out down there. And that's often spiritually sensitive, intuitive, empathic types will find a very easy time leaving the body. You know, you just kind of go up out of the crown chakra and go up and look at things up out of the body and then come back and then go look at things and come back. Those kind of people, very often their aura is pulled up with them and then their feet are hanging out, so not as well grounded, perhaps. That's another common one. Or sometimes the aura is pushed a little bit to the left or it's pushed a little bit to the right. And that could be different things happening. Maybe a loved one, a partner coming right into their space, and they'd rather not have the person mechanically in their space. They want to be with them as a loved one, but if their energy is here, it might feel like an intrusion. So then they might pull back a little bit more. But you'll feel that energy here. They might even just take the person with their energy kind of pushed over. They might just be, well, I don't want to rock any boats or anything. I'm just going to push my aura over. But then again, they're not owning that full space around them. So you could even take a minute right now and just close your eyes. Let's take a look. Where is your aura right now? Let's take a look. We do this kind of training with both feet flat on the floor, so it's different than the legs crossed. If you're in another meditation style that does that, by all means, do it that way. This style we do is very heavy on the grounding, so we do that with both feet flat on the floor. So if you want to join in, or anybody listening later, just have a seat in a chair and have both feet flat on the floor. And just close your eyes and find your awareness in the center of the head. This is actually very key, to be right in the center of the head, because this training is for you, the soul that you are, occupying the physical body. So you, the soul, being in that awareness in the center of the head, and it's roughly between the ears, roughly um, and behind the physical eyes, maybe up a little bit from the ears. Kirsten, yours looks pushed forward a little bit towards your forehead. That might be another practice that you have. Try coming back in your awareness a little bit and then up a little bit. Yes, is it okay to read you? And come back in your head just a little more. Jonathan, you've got attention out on your book or something. So yours is a little more forward too.